What's up, guys? Thor here. Been a while since I made the last Epoch video. What is this video about? So this is not a guide. As you can see on the screen, this is kind of like an idea that I had for a build. I haven't seen, maybe I haven't researched enough, but I haven't seen many people do this type of build on a Lich. Basically, if you're fighting a boss, you can maintain your Lich form indefinitely. Even if the boss runs away, you got like 5 seconds or so to catch up to it, and you will not lose your Lich. As you can see on the screen, I managed to get to almost 10 minutes, and my build is not even close to being done. You can see I have very low HP, and the damage, honestly, is pretty absurd, and I barely have damage items. I'll go over my items in a bit, but first let me just show you what I mean when I say like this is basically it's a kind of like a run around AFK build essentially. You don't really have to attack anything. Sometimes you might want to do flay, but let's just go to, and again, I didn't even get to high corruption yet. Okay, I'm like at 100 corruption. Okay, I have no gear for this build at all at the moment. Let me go over the items real quick. You can see I have very low HP overall. Okay, so let me go over the items. Okay, so I'm using a very shitty taste of blood. Okay, I am using Life's Journey. I'll say the main reason I'm using it is to inflict Spirit Plague. Honestly, you don't need this. However, it saves you like a button, so you can play around with this. This is the melee version. I am going to talk about like the spell version as well. We are using Exsanguinus, whatever. Exsanguinus. I don't know how to say it. Okay, and you can see like my gear is really, really bad. This helmet doesn't even make any sense. Some mana regen. I'm using a bunch of what do you call it? Weaver items, which are like not even that great for me. I just want to get like my resistances maxed out. Right, almost everything here is just resistances. This is how bad my gear is, okay? So, and again, we're just like loading up on physical damage for the bleeds, okay? Physical damage, damage over time, increased damage over time, and chance to bleed, okay? So as you saw in the preview, it does a good chunk of damage. Okay, so let me just show you. This is again, only corruption 100. So again, this is a build concept. This is not a build guide. I'm open for suggestions if you have any ideas of like what to do with this build more. Okay. So all we gotta do here, activate this, activate our aura, and we just run around. Everything is just gonna die because we just have so much. Now, sometimes I will be doing flay just because, you know, increase my mobility, right? Let's see. Oh, also, yeah, we have fear, right? So here's a, what's it called? Let's get to this guy over here. He's dead already. Okay. So yeah, so we just run around basically. Now imagine this build with a lot of mobility. Yeah, this guy's dead, like 30 stacks. Yeah, he's dead right away. Okay, so very easy to follow up. Obviously, I died because I stopped moving. And I got hit by all of the lightning. Okay, the idea here is, let me just see what he got. Yeah, whatever. I'll take them. Okay, so let me just show you now. I won't be chasing any stupid lizards. Okay, so I'll just show you basically what this looks like. Let's heal. Alright, do that. Teleport. Alright. Do that. Now, technically, yeah, I will need to fight these guys like champions for now. But again, I'm not... The build is not, you know, not strong enough yet. Okay, we're just running around. Everything just dies, like it doesn't matter. And again, yes, this is corruption. 100. Sure, I understand that. But also my gear is just really bad right now. Okay. So just throw a flay. Now, technically, I can also just flay all the time as well if I really want to. I can spam flay. Reason being because I keep putting the spirit curse. I can spam flay to do a lot more damage. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. Alright. Just spam it. Just spam. No problem. right? Infinite mana, infinite life, right? As long as I'm hitting stuff. Now, obviously, like I'm not mobile. Like I also am stopping to move here and there all the time, but you know. All right, and also we are recharging our uh, Ripper form, Lich form, whatever you want to call it. So we can get it back really fast as well, especially with more attack speed. It's gonna come back even faster, etc., etc. Okay, so what is this build really? And so let's talk about the skills. So I'm using, as you can see here, I'm not even using Reap or whatever Reaper form. Not using it. Death Seal, I used to use it. However, this is if you're going for the ranged version, I would use Death Seal. So let's talk about the melee version first. I'm using Flay. My Flay casts Chaos Rip, casts Chaos Bolts. My Chaos Bolts cast Rip Blood. But also, whenever there is a curse on someone, it also applies a Bone Curse on top of that. Okay, nothing else really matters. These are like, that's nice, having fear, whatever, blah, 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 some mana regen, some health, whatever. Like, these are like not big. Honestly, I haven't played with this enough, but I didn't really see anything better. Turn it, obviously, to physical, because we want to do as much bleed as possible. Okay, so when we cast Flay, which is our only button that we click, okay, we activate Aura. Our Flay, because of our shield, does Spirit Plague. Spirit Plague gives us more mana whenever we kill. Spreads a lot because of Chaos Bolt. It spreads on its own from the Flay, and then Chaos Bolt spreads Bone Curse, which makes them take more damage and extends the duration of curses already. So as long as I use Flay, bunch of curses on top of them. I don't need Reaper form. Honestly, Reaper form doesn't really give me anything. However, if I was using spell damage, I would take Reaper form or Death Seal, one or the other. Okay, so basically we just spam Flay. It does Chaos Bolts. It does Rip Blood, okay, which also plays into our damage here. So everything we have here is pretty much damage over time. Okay, we have the multiple damage at low health, so obviously we always stay at low health, right? And then mana regen, very important in my opinion, okay? But everything else is damage over time, right? So over time, okay? So I didn't take this because I don't need it. I don't need poison, okay? So damage over time, leech damage over time, right? More leech, increased attack and cast speed, very useful, damage over time. And then also we have this bleed chance, which is great for us, which gives us the bleed overload, which spams more Rip Blood as well every second. Okay, so, and obviously more mana regen because we need mana regen. Also chance per curse to gain mana on hit, so you get per curse you can get you have 13% chance per curse. You basically always have 2 curses on somebody, so it's 26% chance to get back 13 mana or more. Honestly, it might be even 39 technically. What you can do, I was thinking about it, is go for this curse, take away 2 points somewhere and use this curse. That's another curse that you can use. Then you have even greater chance to regain mana. I don't have mana issues right now, so I don't care about it too much. So that's the melee version. That's the idea. Now, the ranged version would be spamming Chaos Bolts. Okay, so I will show you how it works, but basically it's not going to be as good right now because I'm just not spammed into it. But essentially, yeah, it is the same thing. You just go around. So honestly, it would be easier if I just do this. Right. Now, obviously, Death Seal or Reap, whichever you want to go for. I honestly like Death Seal more. Okay, but yeah, this also works. Especially like if you spam, you just need more spell damage. Basically, physical spell damage and other spell damage. Right, it's like, and also this would work fantastic with the Alchemist Ladle, which I don't have right now. Okay, so for melee, I think Taste of Blood LP3 would be great with melee attack speed, with physical damage, increased physical damage, and chance to bleed. Taste of Blood makes it, especially like when you hit a bleeding enemy with a melee attack, all bleed stacks on that enemy double in speed, which is just feels really good. The ticks are just bigger. So let me go back to the arena real quick. So let's do it like this, right? So these are, let's let it like load up. It's gonna get to like 20k ish, right? And there we go. So we're at 20k. That's pretty much the max my aura will do, which is fucking fantastic. But if I do that, okay, first of all, okay, you saw like a 50% increase right away. Also, it is proccing the bleed overload now, right? So every so often, oh, sorry, my bad. I'm not even using the right one. So here, I do that, okay, and you can see the damage of the bleed pretty much doubles, right? You'll see like sometimes 47k, 37k, right? So whenever I do flay on the target, plus you get the curses going on as well, right? So that's the build idea. Let me know what you think, what I can add to this build. The reason I'm using this armor specifically is because I'm immune to bleed at low health, which I am always at low health, and so therefore the Aura of Decay never applies bleed to me. So if I take it out, see, I'm starting to get bleed. Yeah, I don't want that because I'm taking a lot of bleed damage, right? Because my bleed damage is actually pretty good. So that's why I have to have this, or I believe there's a helmet that makes you immune to bleed as well, so you can probably play around with that. So yeah, that's the idea. Let me know what you think. And yeah, looking forward to your guys' ideas. Thank you. Peace.